It's Power 1051. Desus and Mero in the building today. You
Yeah.
guys are always so happy.
I was,
Our life is pretty good, right?
What touches your soul and makes you sad?
makes me sad.
Yeah.
What makes you sad?
What makes me sad?
Yeah.
Being broke.
Yo,
Yeah.
when I don't have enough butter for my mango, like to get the desired consistency of my mango.
Yeah.
If I don't got enough butter for that, that makes me
Really
miserable for
sad.
the rest of the day.
I totally get that.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
very specific.
Very
That's
specific.
highly specific.
You know what I'm
I don't.
saying?
I think maybe
feel-
3% of the audience can relate to
As
that.
long as Angie feels me, I'm good.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel a little choked up. even
I'm starting
right
to feel
now
like I'm
about
not going to be part of this interview. I feel like it's going to be specifically cultural,
Can
and I don't like that.
Well, first of all,
about to start playing reggaeton joints.
No, we're not. Actually, we're not. We're not going to do that.
Is that Daddy Yankee?
For a very long time. But first of all, congratulations on your show on
Yo, thank you.
Viceland.
Wow,
Now,
that's
how long have
amazing.
you been on the air?
How many episodes? is there?
62?
64
episodes.
Wow.
That's like success.
That's
Yeah.
for real, because usually on TV you get like what six
eight,
episodes a
maybe.
season or something.
And by episode 3, they're like,
Yo, it's not working out. Sorry, guys.
It's looking shaky, fam.
And they haven't canceled you.
I haven't yet. They love it. The numbers are great.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
All I know is as long as when we walk into Viceland, white people keep smiling at us, everything is good.
Everything
Everything's
is good.
great.
Hit you on the back, they're like, "Hey, Chief, hey, good numbers, good show last night."
you guys are killing it.
I love it. I love it.
All right, so tell me a story. So I met these two at some random, like, back when I had a cookbook out. They interviewed me in some, like, random corporate
In
event.
a corporate
Yeah.
cafeteria.
And I didn't know who you were. I was mad late, and they were like, "These guys are gonna interview you." I was like, "Well, who are they?" And I didn't know you. But I remember that day thinking, "Wow, they're really good." Like I noticed your talent in that one moment with no introduction. Like nobody gave me a backstory, who you were, what you did.
Wow.
What's funny about
But-
that event
It's
was
very humbling.
that was one of our first public events that we did for
Oh,
that
okay.
company.
So
and
it wasn't weird that I didn't know who you
It wasn't
were.
weird. No one knew who we were. And
Okay.
then they're like, "Okay, you're gonna be interviewing Angie Martinez," and like for a week they're giving us lead up and everything. And then they're like, "Oh, by the way, she's running like late, so entertain the people." And I'm like, "What? What?" So we're just sitting there, and
So
everyone's like,
sorry.
"Where's Angie Martinez?" We're like, "Hey guys, hey."
Desus
Whoa,
Mero here. Yakety
hey.
schmackety.
But-
He's just nice. I'm the Kid Mero. How are y'all doing tonight?
But it actually worked out fine.
But it
We're
worked, yeah.
chilling. The
But
crowd
some-
loved us.
But somebody saw something in you if you were already at that point where, because it was like Viacom. We were in the Viacom
Yeah.
thing. So somebody was already kind of invested in you and putting you in certain things.
Yeah, Viacom, they saw us, but the problem was they were trying to package what we do and like try to clean it up. Kind of, we're a little rough around the edges.
Yeah,
We're like
you
the
already
floor
know.
train, a little
Yeah.
dirty. You might get a little leprosy if you lick the
You
poles.
know what I'm saying? But it's
But,
exciting.
you know, it's good.
dangerous.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
That's
it
why
works.
the show works.
So, but I don't know your backstory. I know you from that moment, and then I've watched you on. So I've seen you like on Charlemagne's show and on some. I've seen some of the things, and now on Viceland.
Yeah.
But I don't even know how you got. Do you know each other from like childhood?
From, like,
we're
high
just-
school.
Yeah, we're just two dudes from the Bronx who, you know how high school works in the Bronx. Like if you are a person that's in your high school and you're kind of known for doing whatever, you know people that are from other schools from doing whatever.
So
and then
they're
you
like,
cross paths
he's
in summer
funny and
school.
he's funny.
Yeah,
Right.
but then it's like you got your clique, I got my clique. I don't really bang with you.
Yeah, I didn't really rock
You know
with
what
him.
I'm saying?
Like,
but then later,
I knew of him.
But what is it that you do? Were you comedians? Were you like aspiring?
Not aspiring, nothing.
Just
like,
two guys.
Just hanging out at school.
Straight up.
Just funny. Like rather hang in the hallways and go to class.
Yeah, hang outside.
Actual
cut ass.
New York City high school students.
Yeah.
Like when I found out my high school after the third period, once you got taken attendance for homeroom, you didn't have to show up for the rest of the day. That was the whole thing. Go to the third period.
Yep.
They released us for lunch, and then I go hang in the
Bang,
city.
go hang on the
Go
ass.
shoplift.
Yeah.
Graffiti.
All
Yeah,
the
of
type
course.
Yeah, all types of stuff.
So that's
The
what
norm.
we were kind of in that scumbag lane.
Yeah.
So we were scumbag adjacent. So we knew each other from that. Saw each other in summer school.
You were scumbag adjacent. That's amazing.
And I was like, all right, I know him. He knows we do the little head nod thing, whatever. Fast forward to whenever.
8,
Jeez.
9, whatever.
He's got kids. I got a terrible job I hate, and I'm tweeting about it every day.
But how does two scumbag adjacent people then all of a sudden on TV? Like something has to happen. Somebody.
Well, we interacted constantly on Twitter because
Right.
of the scumbag adjacency.
So social media got you
Social
popping.
media.
Yeah, so that blew up, and those interactions made people say, "Yo, you know
There's
what I mean?"
something
Like,
here
something
because
there.
we tweet about the same things, but because of basically our raising and growing up in the Bronx, we'd have similar sensibilities on certain topics, and people really enjoyed that because it was something you wouldn't really see anymore.
Yeah.
More of that scumbag adjacent stuff.
You know what I mean?
You know, a lot of hot takes on weed,
Lot- yeah.
raising kids.
You know what I'm saying? All types of wild stuff.
Also, we were like really like dead broke, and we were live tweeting that.
Yeah.
So like, do you know about like
How
duck
broke?
sauce?
Like how?
You know duck sauce soup?
No.
Duck sauce soup. When you're
That's
broken, you
disgusting.
can make
Yeah.
soup out of duck sauce.
Yeah, that's absolutely
How?
foul.
You take
Hot
water and you
duck
add
sauce.
duck sauce. to it.
Dilute duck sauce.
That's
Somebody
not
did
good.
not understand the other day.
It's not good.
That's
You're
not
absolutely
good.
right.
It's not good. You have to eat something. What about ketchup and rice?
No, but
Ketchup
no,
and rice
because
is like
there's other
Thanksgiving.
broke stuff you could have. Like I had like lettuce sandwiches when I was
Whoa,
a kid.
excuse me, Queen of
And
England. You got lettuce
I had
ready?
lettuce.
I don't have that.
That was it though. It was just the lettuce.
Lettuce.
Or bread with like just mayonnaise. Like that's
yeah.
it.
Bread,
And that was
a
like
lot of
it.
ketchup sandwiches, a lot of bread, a lot of
But you can
mayonnaise
like oodles
sandwiches.
and noodles, B. If you can afford mad duck sauce, then you can.
No,
No,
you
no,
don't afford duck sauce.
No,
The thing
you
is,
go
you had
take
the
it.
duck sauce left over from the egg roll you bought last week.
Yeah.
You know, it's just there. I like you always get an egg roll.
That
you could
sounds
get the broke.
disgusting.
You
I'm
could get
just
the
saying,
broke
you
boy
could have
egg
been
roll.
more creative and made something that tastes better.
You got when you're broke,
Bro.
you got energy to be
We all
creative.
been broke, but like,
There's
come
different
on.
levels of broke.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
like broke, like I
For a
gotta take a cab instead of an Uber. Then there's broke, like let me hop the turnstile for this job interview. Like,
Right.
yeah, I was 3 months behind on my rent. Like, I had a job where basically I was in debt from working the job. Like going to my job, I was getting in
Cost
more
you
debt.
money.
So I'm just like, oh,
What
this
job
is not,
was that?
It's like terrible. I was a small business writer.
Oh.
It was just like the worst job. I had to wear a suit every day, and there's 5
So-
days in the week, and I only had 2 suits. So I was hitting it with Febreze. It was nasty. It was a scumbag.
Disgusting.
We all been there, Angie.
But now you made it. You're big and famous and rich now. Yeah.
You know what?
I don't know
about that. Don't get us clapped in the
Don't get-
Bronx.
don't get
but
that home
we just
invasion popping.
we just did a shoot at Yankee Stadium, and I just idled in my car for an hour in like a Suburban, just chilling.
Really?
And the driver was like, "Are you going outside?" I was like, "No, I'm not going outside till I get there and
You know what I'm saying?
be in the community. Come on, what's wrong with you?"
I'm doing a J-Lo maneuver.
This is 161st?
I'm staying
Oh
in the
my
car
God.
until security arrives. But yeah, definitely not rich, but definitely like on
You're
the,
more
on the-
comfortable.
on the
More-
come up and more cozy.
more
You know
comfortable.
what I'm saying?
We definitely get noticed more now.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
cool.
Yeah.
That's like
From
How
different things too.
How are you
People
dealing
say-
with that? Are you acting funny, or has it
I haven't
changed
started
you?
acting funny yet because
Okay.
it doesn't happen enough that I can act funny. Like
Yeah.
it happens
Yeah.
here and there, and I'll be like, "Oh, that's cute." Once I really get popping, I could take my nephew and Chuck E. Cheese, and I have to wait online and bump someone else's birthday party.
Yeah, that's when you know it's real.
Yeah, or if it's too many people in a row. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm at BJ's buying diapers and somebody's like, "Yo, Mero, yo, you there? Yo, y'all niggas mad funny, ha ha ha," whatever, that's cool. But if it happens 12 times in a row and I'm in the long line, you know what I'm saying? And I'm
Yeah.
out here like trying to look at my coupons and see what's shaking with the coupons, that could be very annoying.
That could be
That's also
annoying.
when you're like in somewhere you don't want to be seen. Like it
Yeah.
was 4 in the morning. I'm getting a chopped cheese. Got on the Dirty Dickies, the Champion hoodie with this bleach stain on it.
Come on.
No, I'm not taking a photo with
I
you,
threw
mom.
them-
Like I
yo.
look terrible.
I threw in my wife's chancletas to go get a Dutch from the store, and that's when you see me?
got the backs crushed.
You know what I'm
Slide
saying?
over-
That's when you see me?
worst.
When I got the Ugg slippers?
got the crust in my eye. Like, ah.
Yo, come on. Why
the
wild, no
worst.
shape up, you looking crazy?
Don't he got the money for the Dutch? I gotta ask Poppy to let me
Come on.
slide on credit.
Yo, I got you later. I got you later.
I got you.
God.
Come on,
Come
always
on.
come on. You know my face. Always come in, man.
I don't got the kind of left my cash in my other Olas, man. Come on, you already know.
Stop it. You know, for a long time, I thought that you were Desus.
Mm-hmm.
You.
Oh, I was this was right.
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
because
Yeah.
That would
and
make
you
more
were
sense.
Mero. You would be Mero.
Someone
Right.
yesterday at the party was like, "Oh, I can't tell the difference between the two of you."
What?
On the
I was like-
show.
I was like, what?
Well, that's-
I was like,
visually?
on the show. Like, what is this? I
Like,
can
nigga,
understand like the podcast or
What kind of
audio,
TV you
but
got?
Because these, if you look at it on paper, it looks like Desus, which looks like a Latin name, but it's not.
Right,
It's
right.
Desus.
it's a nick. Actually, people used to call me Desus all the time, and then it just became Jesus on TV. So I mean,
But which one are you?
either or. Like, I'm not.
Is
I
that
was
your
like
real
a-
name? Like
No,
your
it's not my real
government?
name.
What is your real name?
Daniel.
What is your social security number?
I'm not telling you that. Nice try, Angie. You almost caught me.
She about to open a man lines on AT&T.
No, that's like a hood nickname I've always had, and then I used it on Twitter as my username, and that's where people just
Oh,
kind of ran
people call
with
you.
it. So
But the
Yeah.
origin of Mero is very Latino. You know what I'm saying? It was because
Yeah.
my pops wanted to name me Ramiro.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? And my mom was
Ramiro.
like, no. You know what I'm saying? Vitoing that. But then all my uncles called me that. So then like that was like their nickname for me.
So that's not your real name either.
No, my real name is Joel. You know what I'm saying? Which is another wild
I don't
Dominican
even know
name.
who you guys are.
See, bro, it's all lies and scams.
So weird.
We're out here scamming.
But I've been writing Mero all over the place since like 95. You know what I'm saying?
On
Like,
the on the walls and
on the
trains
walls
and things.
shit. I don't know about
Graffiti.
the little graffiti.
There's someone listening to us right
You know
now,
what
like you ruined my garden. Sprayed in front of my house.
Assholes.
Yeah, I fought you in Fort Plaza over a tag.
Oh man.
All right. So when do people see the show?
Monday
through Thursday.
Yep.
11 p.m. on Viceland.
Check your local
Viceland.
listing.
Check your local listings. If you can't see it, just keep going higher and higher on your cable box.
Yeah.
It's there probably.
And then what? And then and then what if somebody has never seen the show? Well, how do you describe the
How?
show?
It's like hanging out with your boys.
Yeah.
that like your funny friends that you be with, that you invite them to come hang over, even if they don't bring anything to the party.
Yeah.
They don't got no weed, they don't got no beer, they don't got nothing.
Why do you invite them?
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, because they're very funny.
Yeah.
And then like while you're smacked, you're like, yo, this dude is wild funny. We're those guys, but we also bring weed and beer to the party.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, that description works.
You know what I'm saying?
You guys haven't worked through this.
Yeah, that's the first time I heard that.
You haven't
No,
really-
some people are
pulling
saying
them
it's
over
like
the rack.
it's like the new Daily Show. It's basically a recap of the day's events, but
Yeah.
it's not like wild political, and there's not so much facts. It's kind of like we're just shooting with our guts. We don't know.
Yeah.
What part of
what's
the Bronx
going
you from? What you said 161st? Is that what you said?
161st? No.
No, I'm
Why
from
did you say
233rd.
that?
Oh, because we were just at Yankee Stadium.
Oh, you're at Yankee Stadium.
Yo, East Street, my Low and Ave was good.
233rd. Shout out to Eden War Jays.
What's popping?
Okay. All right.
Baychester, Section 5.
Yo,
the Valley.
Doogie Ave was
you know
good.
what
40
I'm saying?
Block was
Mitchell
popping.
Project.
Just a
Green
couple
House.
of Bronx boys on TV.
It's
That's
out here.
pretty great.
Yo,
That's what
that's
people
what's
love,
up.
because no one, usually people make it from the Bronx and they try to stay low and not tell people they're from the Bronx.
Nah, I'm out here.
What's that girl?
Why?
Shorty from
Jennifer Lopez?
No, not Jennifer. Jennifer Lopez. You know from the
Yo.
J-Lo is from the Bronx. Jerry Lo
Come
will
on.
let you know immediately she's from the Bronx.
Yo.
I respect that.
Fat Joe?
Fat Joe reps
all
it.
day.
What's
Remy
the-
Ma?
Remy. Shorty from Scandal. Isn't she from? Stacey Dash is from the
Oh,
Bronx.
Kerry Washington.
Kerry
Kerry
Washington.
Washington's from the Bronx.
That's right.
Who else has made it from the Bronx? French Montana.
French Montana.
That's
Okay.
it. That's
Further
literally
Godson. Shout out to
That's
Further
not
Godson.
it.
literally
Shut your
it.
mouth.
There's only 2 buildings in the Bronx.
Regis,
We all live in-
Regis
Ralph
Feltman
Lauren.
is from the Bronx.
Really is?
Yeah.
What's the guy? Ralph Lauren.
Ralph Lauren. Went to
From the
my high
Bronx.
school. Shout out to D. Clan.
He did?
Mhm. Neil deGrasse Tyson.
James Baldwin. You know what I'm saying?
Colin Powell.
Wow.
Yes. A lot of famous Bronxites. You know what I'm saying?
Now I'm going to be mad because they're going to
yeah.
think of remember so many
Yo,
after.
we we're on the list of notable Bronxites.
Shut
You know
up.
what I'm saying?
Where?
Yeah,
I like
on
Wikipedia.
You know what I'm saying?
I updated it myself.
You
but
put it in. I was going to say,
Still it counts.
clearly you added that yourself.
Yeah.
We need to pull that up and see who's on the Bronx
Oh,
The
list.
famous Bronxites. You
There's a
know?
lot of pretty good.
Notable.
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 Did you ever see any of those people growing up? No.
Who's the most famous?
Nah.
Slick Rick lives around the corner from me.
Yeah.
That was always fun because like he really needs the eye patch in real life. So he'd be like mowing the lawn with the eye patch, go to the dry cleaner with the eye patch.
Yeah.
I remember there was like a fire.
What?
It was like 4 a.m, and I turned around and it's Slick Rick, and he's like, "That house is burning, man." And I'm like,
Did he say it like that?
yeah, I was like,
Burning
yeah.
down
I was
there?
like, yes, it is. Rick the ruler. Like,
I saw Slick Rick in the parking lot of Bartow Mall in Co-op City. Shout out to Co-op City. My son was in the car and he really, really had to pee really badly. But my wife was in a store and I didn't have my cell phone. So I didn't want to leave the car and then have her come back to the car and be like, yo, where's everybody at?
Yeah.
So I said, you're just going to piss in this little bottle right here that we got in the car.
In the car.
So I took him outside of the car and I let him piss in the bottle. And who walks right past us but Slick Rick wearing basketball shorts and a tank top. And I look up at him as I'm holding my son like into the bottle, like pee in the bottle. And I'm like, yo, Slick Rick, what up, kid? And he was like, bro, what? Like he just looked at me and just kept it moving. Like, who is this creep with a child's penis in his hand in this parking lot? Bigging me up.
I would not repeat that story on the air, but
Please don't.
I mean,
That's
you know
I
what I'm
may
saying?
edit that whole thing out.
Yeah. That's your Milo story right there. That's the one. You're not gonna host CPAC next year.